This is Word Basics Continued for Computer Applications and Concepts class. So we're going to start with the continued lesson 18, which is pictures and text wrapping. For this lesson, this was working on inserting pictures with the Insert tab into your document, and getting your text wrapped around the picture in a way that's still presentable, but adds some artisticness to your document. And as you can see here, here's a picture of computer wrapped around your text. And as you can see, a new tab popped up with format, and here you can work on aligning your text around your picture. For lesson 19, this was formatting pictures, and as you can see here, these pictures have excuse me, different circles, different shading, different things that make them more artistic. And as you can see again, this format tab comes up for picture tools. When you insert objects into your documents, it can really make them stand out. And as you can see here, different positioning and different colors and artistic effects can bring a lot of different pictures, make them different looking, but more creative. So moving on to lesson 20, this was practicing with shapes and making your objects that you put into your documents different different shapes, and making them more creative. As you can see here, this cloud and the sun obviously have some new techniques with them. The sun has a more 3D effect, which you can use for picture effects, and shading, reflections, different things to just make your pictures stand out more than what they originally were. For lesson 21, this was working with text boxes and word art, making the text different colors and standing out from just regular typed text. As you can see here with this arrow, and I've worked with this arrow a little bit to make it more 3D and stand out to the eye a little bit more, as well as this text. Also text boxes that you can insert right here with the text box key are an easy way to insert some extra text that you might forget. Or with this is a flyer for which is a good example of where you can maybe insert this text if you forget it in your document later on. So text boxes are a really good tool for later use. Moving on to the next lesson, this was lesson 22, which was arranging objects. Sometimes you'll have objects in your document that you insert, and you'd like to just move them around a little bit, make them look cleaner and stuff. As you can see here, these seashells needed to be lined up and make sure they're neater. So I did that with arranging objects, and just moving different objects like this fish and this text right here in this little box around, just to make your flyer or whatever project you may be working on, just to make it look better and to your liking. That's what all these tools are for, is just to make things look cleaner, but in the way that you'd like to present them. Moving on to the next lesson, this is working with tables for lesson 23, and this is really good for organizing data and showing the reader or the audience, whoever may be looking at your document, make things more organized where they can read them, seeing the different categories and where they line up to with the amounts in this case. And it's easy to insert them. There's different table options right here, and you can put as many as you might like with that. But that's really good. Maybe even from my standpoint, just I'd love to open a business one day And so this would be a great tool for later use when or if that might happen. So you can see these practical applications of these different lessons. Moving on to the next lesson. This is working with charts, which is also something that I could definitely use later with opening a business or organizing different financial data or looking at profits, like in this case. You can also use the Insert tab to insert charts, and there also can be different variations of how you want your charts to look. As you can see here, 2 more tabs came up of formatting your chart, different styles, and word art styles. There's also different designs you can use to set them up however you may want to do that. Moving on to the next lesson. This is with check spelling. This is especially good for writing and typing out documents that might be very important for others to see, and wanting to keep that professional level when making sure that your spelling is always correct and stuff. And this can always be used in the review tab with the proofing, the spelling and grammar, defining, using the thesaurus to see the proper way to spell certain words, and that's always helpful to keep your professionalism in your documents. Moving on to the next lesson, tracking changes. Thankfully, Word offers lots of tools to see where you may have messed up, so you can go back, and that way you can catch all those errors that you might have made in your documents. Usually it will have a little red line under different words if you messed up. As you can see here, I took the R out of very, so it made a blue line under it, so later I can go back and fix that. So that is very helpful to keep your documents clean and help them to look more professional and help you look better, have a better reputation as a good speller, obviously, but as a professional, keeping their work professional. And moving on to the last lesson, this is finalizing and protecting documents, and this is very helpful when you want to make sure your documents are safe and are protected through sending them. And this is mainly used through the File tab. As you can see here with the Protect document, where I worked on this assignment, I protected my document, so when I sent it or send it to whoever, it's protected, and that document is less likely to be taken or to be changed from what it isn't. So that's what that lesson is mainly about, and it's just about keeping your documents safe from any type of maybe plagiarism or just changing your message from what you want it to be. So that's very important, especially when you're sending documents to other people and you want to just make sure that your document arrives there and is read for how you have made it to be. So that is the end of Word, and I'm very glad I got to learn some more about Word. It's helped me to know what direction to use with my documents, and also it's helped me to understand these different tools that Word offers.